Welcome to the Clicks and Giggles podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Rothwell Perry, and I'm here to make your marketing click, connect, and convert. My mission is to help good people with great offers make more money through paid digital marketing strategies. I truly believe that one ad can change everything for you and your business. Tune in weekly to unlearn what the bros and insert air quotes agency gurus have led you to believe about advertising and hear from inspiring women in my network who are making business a little more live, laugh, launch and a little less stuffy suit and tie. Because nobody playing the long game is having a terrible time. Whether you're new to business, making millions, or you're just my mom tuning in for clicks and giggles, you are welcome here in the room. Get ready for a good time. Welcome to the Clicks and Giggles podcast. Your host, Jordan Rothwell Perry here. I hope you have had the best week so far. I am here to talk to you about something that has just revolutionized things for me, and I hope it does the same for you. It will help you keep perspective. So it is called the Light Up List. Now, before I talk about the Light Up List, I need to tell you how this came to be. So I worked with a female founder a while back who made a list of things that were annoying her and driving her crazy. And I would watch her write the list and then solve the list. I started that myself. Like when I can tell, and it's not just in the luteal phase, when I can tell that I am getting a little antsy or edgy about things, I will look at the list and be like, what is annoying me right now? So things that, to give you an example, it can be like so simple. I don't like our toothpaste, and then I fix it. It can be like, I'm running out of socks. I don't have enough hair ties. I don't have any chapstick. Or it could be like, I really am sick and tired of the meals I'm having. That just happened recently. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm over these meals. I was doing bagged salads, would do Caesar salad, rotisserie chicken all the time, and just started getting sick of it. And so I was like, okay, how can I fix this? And I went back to Factor meals, which they're amazing. And so it's just, that is one tip that is amazing. I keep it on my phone and then I just fix the problems. What is annoying me right now? Fix it. So that is one list I want you to make. It is the what is annoying me list. It will change the game. And then you just fix the things and then you go back through it and you're like, oh, I need more of this or whatnot. But that brings me to this list, which is called the Light Up List. And so this document I look at in front of me actually says 24 light up /hate. So let's keep it positive first. The Light Up List started because I've been evaluating some things in my business. My business has grown every year, thankfully, and has grown a decent amount every year, thankfully. And so as I head to this next milestone or whatever, as I head where I'm going next in my business, there are some things that bogged me down. And I wanted to really refocus on what lights me up the most so that I can keep doing it. Because the truth is, that's why, honestly, that's part of why I do this, is because when you run your own business, you can decide to do what lights you up the most every day. Now, there's obviously going to be things that you don't enjoy that don't light you up, but that is where the Light Up List came to be because I needed to refocus and be like, what do I like doing? And so what I want you to do is get out a piece of paper and a pen, get out the note app on your phone, whatever is easiest for you. And I want you to take a few minutes, and you can pause me while you do this, put on a good song, but make sure you come back to this to hear how we wrap this up. And I want you to write down what lights you up the most. And so for me, I wrote being a CMO for people's businesses, being the chief marketing officer, the person they look to for the marketing plan. And then whether their team executes or they hire me to execute, I love it. I love consulting on brands, talking to them, seeing where their gaps might be and bringing some good ideas into play and helping them execute and make their business better. I love casting vision. I'm a human design projector. They say that we see things that other people don't. I do believe that to be true. I also hold it loosely as a Christian who is not into too much of woo-woo stuff, but I've really enjoyed looking into the just all things human design and projector. It's helped me understand my husband more. It's helped me understand my clients better, my team members, all that good stuff. And what's funny is when I was in preschool, my mom told me years later that the preschool teacher came up to her and was like, "Oh, she sees things. Like she like reads the room. She gets it." And I was like 3. And it's funny because I'm like, "Oh yeah. Yeah, I give me a room and I can dissect it." So that is something I want to stay and keep in my zone of genius because it lights me up to have that ability. And so also taking vision and making it come to life. So not only casting it, but then I am thankful that I have the skills to execute on things as well and have a team that can help me. So that's definitely another thing. Creating the ad strategy. What does it look like? What does top of funnel, middle, bottom of funnel look like? What is the best way to accomplish our goal? I love it. Selling, love it so much. I would sell all day if I could. I have sold for other people. That's like probably another conversation for another day where I was like, wait, do I become a closer? Do we have a closing agency? That's on the back burner in the parking lot, as I like to talk about when I take a minute before I make a decision. And so I love, love, love to sell. I love to sell people when they're ready and help get them ready if they're not yet. Love helping clients get results. Love to audit what isn't working. I love teaching, speaking, leading, and most of all, making great people and their offers be known. And so for me, that is something I wanted to keep top of mind as we're growing and as I'm building and as new opportunities come my way as part of the filter. I'm running things through of like, will I enjoy this? And so that is just my list. And so I'm excited. You'll have to message me if you do this or when you do this and let me know if you noticed anything on here that was a common theme or thread through it. And so then once you have that list, the light up list, you also can write, like I did at the bottom of the page, what do I hate? And so there's things I said posting on social media, and then I wrote physically doing it. So I enjoy posting on social media. I think it's great and needed. You need to have a presence. I always say, like, you need to look alive when you're running ads on your page. It doesn't have to be a new post every single day or 3 reels a day or whatever craziness. But I do not like physically posting on social media. So I've got to work on that and outsource that and figure it out. Planning follow-ups. I love following up with people, but I wrote like, how do I make proposals expire in Honeybook? Just really write these tangible things that you're like, oh, what? How do I figure this out? I wrote actually making the proposals. I have someone on my team who does that. This may help you with our process. So the second someone books a discovery call, I always talk about my love for Zapier. We get a zap that triggers a task in Asana that assigns my team to create a proposal for that person. So my team says, hey, do you think they will be more a good fit for the CMO offer? Are they looking to offload their digital ads onto us? I'll tell them what I'm thinking and they start the proposal so that when I'm on a call with someone and I know it's a good fit, like snapping my fingers, like, let's freaking go. I want to get that proposal out. And so that is something that I have outsourced to the team who is my team's way better admin stuff than I am. And so they keep things humming. So that might be an idea of an Asana Zap for you too. If someone books a discovery call, not an Asana Zap, but any Zap you might need of like, hey, if someone books me through Calendly, then what happens? Because I want my leads and people reaching out to know they're important. We're not waiting around. We're moving fast on it. And so that is definitely one. I hate doing reporting, which is great because I have someone on my team who helps me pull it all together. And then I actually just finished reporting today. I get if you need to report out things, I have someone on my team who's incredible. They pull all the reporting together for the clients. I go in ads manager, whatever I need to look at and screenshot the high level things they need to know. And then I finish the emails and send them off. So the beginning administrative stuff that I would dilly-dally on or not get to as quickly because there's other things in the business to do, someone else already does. And so that's why this list is so good because you can say like, ooh, what am I struggling with and who can help me fix it? This isn't just like a complaining session or venting to your Google Doc or piece of paper. It's like, I need help. And we figure out the who after. And so I also said putting things in Asana, but I have my team helping me with that. And I have great ads manager who's been helping me implement the ad strategy. So I stay high level on what should the design be? What should the calls to action be? Who are we targeting? What does this look like in their funnel? And then awesome team member who takes everything once it's done and helps compile it into the incredible ads that you'll see in your feed. And that is really the best part about it is this list is going to allow you to see what you love and keep that top of mind. And I would say review it like once a week. I honestly have, since I did this last week, I still have it up on my tabs and I'm looking at it every couple days to just make sure, am I heading in this direction? And are the things I hate, air quote, hate is a very strong word, are the things I dislike doing or I'm struggling with, are we finding a solution for it? Because if we're not, we need to. And know here looking at this, I need to figure out social media, what I'm going to do about it. I know what to do. I just need to decide, am I going to outsource it again? Am I going to batch a bunch of content and pay someone to schedule it? All that good stuff. And I hope that this helps and that you can take this list, make your own list, and then also use it so that you, as you grow your business, you're staying in front of not only the things you want to do, because here's the deal. In business, you're going to have to do things you don't want to do. That's just the gist of it. You're going to have conversations you don't want to have. You're going to have to do different things you never thought you would have to do because you are a business owner. Same thing with working for someone else. I remember my dad being like, you're never going to love your job 100% of the time. Like, yeah, that I probably needed to hear that a lot younger as a person, probably as a little person and growing up. You're never going to love your job all the time. And as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you get to pick the zones of genius in which you want to stay. And so let's make sure you're staying in them and let's make sure that you are like, all right, this lights me up. I love it so much. Let's freaking go. And then also looking at the list of like what is hard in business right now. And maybe that is what you change it to, not what do I hate? What is hard in business right now? And you're like, okay, yes, these are the things that are hard and we can fix them. And who, after you put like the what, you need to put the who. So who is going to help you do this? So if you're like, oh my gosh, I hate sending monthly emails, but I know I need to. Are you going to, like, who's going to help you do that? Someone on your team, or is the who you? And you use a Coach Amber B poll, you go to the coffee shop and you write an email and schedule it for the month. Or you say, hey, I'm going to write 3 emails for the quarter once a month, nurturing emails. So you have to also, after you put the what, put like who is going to do it. Otherwise, it just becomes this venting list that nothing productive is done from it. And that literally doesn't help anyone. Something else that I wrote at the bottom of this, and I know Macy McNeely has said it, I don't know who else has said it, but I love this prompt of when you feel stuck. She would say, if I had to know, what would I do? And so if you are like ruminating, I would set a timer to make a decision. I would go back to that journaling prompt. If I had to know, what would I do? And same thing, like posting on social media. If after a week this is still on this list, we need to make a decision. We need to say, hey, if I had to know, what would I do? And I would say, hey, I need to meet with a social media strategist for 30 minutes. I want to know what industry trends are that I'm not seeing. I'm more in the paid capacity, right? And come up with 25 content ideas, execute them, and pay someone to schedule them out for the next 6 weeks. So that is that question you have where you can take what you don't like and figure out how to put it into action. And so like for putting things in Asana, it's either like, okay, these things are going to live in your brain and you may risk not getting them to who needs them on your team, or you're going to spend 15 minutes a night putting things into a Slack channel that one of your amazing team members puts into Asana the next day for the team. So definitely once you have the list of things you don't like or you hate, please make something productive come from it. And so then the best part of all at the bottom, I put my offers, and I want you to do this too. So I want you to make sure as you put your offers, so I have
an audit. I'll do a marketing and ads manager audit for people. How is your marketing going? What could you do differently and better? I have this, I don't know what it's actually called. I'm beta testing it right now. Ads, people always call them VIP days, but it's not necessarily a day. We're meeting, then we're coming back to the table. We're buying ads together. We are doing the design of graphics to take it off your plate. Then you're in Slack with me for 30 days. I don't know what we're calling it. Hey, anyone who, I need to call Katie Pinnell to name it, honestly. So I have that. Then I have my ClickSet program for the bootstrap marketer who is growing their business, not ready to outsource ads yet. I have ads retainer for those who are ready to grow their business through lead generation, list building, sales, all that good stuff. And then I also have a CMO offer where I come in as the chief marketing officer of your business to help you grow it. And so as I say all these, I'm like, I'm tired in a good, energized way of like, man, this is good work and good offers out there. And with these offers, I looked at my light up list and was like, hey, do all these offers go under what's lighting me up the most? And yes, 110%, which is so exciting. But I want you to do that too and make sure that you enjoy what you're offering. Like that is part of this whole game is, do you enjoy it? And I ask people that. There will be people I'm working with and I'm like, do you like what you sell? Because it's going to translate through the screen if you're doing an Instagram story or a reel or a Zoom call or talking to people about it. And so I want to make sure too, with all of this, do you love what you do? And if not, it's okay to go back to the drawing board and tweak some things to make sure you like it even more. Same thing with this beta offer I'm doing for ads and working really closely with people building the ads out and then they're taking them over. I don't have to offer this in 6 weeks. That's the beauty of it. I can decide that, hey, I want to try this. Let's see how it goes. So definitely at the bottom of your page, put your offers and make sure that they're going, when you put them through that filter, you're like, yeah, this lights me up. This is good. I know I can help people with this. This is what I was called to do. And if some of them you're on, look at ways you can make it even better and even more in your zone of genius, or underneath it, put the who. Hey, I don't enjoy X, but so-and-so on my team does, and it's going to be perfect. And find that roadblock you have in your business, there's always going to be a solution. And a lot of times it's either going to be people-oriented or it's going to be software-oriented. Or so it's, okay, the who or the what of this is like, oh, this is just a zap to make it easier to make folders once they sign or whatever it is. Or, oh, this is Timothy on my team. He's going to do this. So all that to say, this has been such a great exercise for me, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I have. Let me know once you do it. I can't wait to hear what lights you up the most and what you want to tweak in your business. And just remember, that is the beauty of being in business for yourself, is you can change it. You can tweak it. Don't take it too seriously, or else you would just hate to get to the end of your life and be like, I hated that. Why did I do that? And so I don't want you to do that. I want you to be able to pause, make that list, and freaking execute, bring on the team who can help you get out of those weeds. So I hope this has been helpful for you, and I cannot wait to see you next week on the Clicks and Giggles podcast.
And that's a wrap. Thank you for listening. If you were inspired by this episode, be sure to check out the show notes for the linked resources and my free guide, 3 ways to know you're ready for ads. If weekly episodes aren't enough for you and you want more of your favorite click magnet, you can connect with me over on Instagram at launchwithjordan. I host regular challenges and drop valuable tips that will help make your marketing click, connect, and convert. And if you think it would inspire a friend, send it, share it, just for clicks and giggles.